This is Radiolab. I'm Jad Awamran.
I'm Robert Krulwich.
Today on our program, the science of morality, of right and wrong and good and bad.
And if we have now at least an argument in our heads about where moral sense might lie in a brain, now let's ask, when does it get turned on? When do you think that humans begin to get a sense of right and wrong?
Okay.
I actually asked that question to an expert.
My name is Judy Smetana.
Judy Smetana is her name.
I'm a professor at the University of Rochester. Kids clearly know more than they can say. It's clear from both observations and anecdotes that children really are beginning to develop a moral sense in the second year of life. Of course, that experience increases as they move into the threes, but they're also beginning to form a much more complex or developed understanding of moral rules, which they can share with us a little bit in our interviews.
Who makes the rules at your school?
My teachers.
When you do the interviews with kids directly, what kind of questions are you asking them?
Can they change the rules if they want to?
They're the teachers, they can do whatever they want.
Well, we try to ask them really some very complex ideas in a simple form.
Is there a rule about hitting at your school?
Yes.
Such as, would it be okay to hit if your teacher didn't see
When
you?
you hit,
Or would it be okay to hit if there was no rule about it in your school?
Suppose the teachers at school agree that they won't have any rule about hitting at school. There's no rule anymore. Then would it be okay for a boy to hit another kid hard?
no.
No? How come?
Because that would make somebody feel bad.
It would. What's wrong with hitting somebody anyway?
Because it's made out of the skin. Because the skin can get cut or get a bruise.
And what we found is that young children, beginning at about 3, but really much more reliably by age 4, will say that things like hitting or hurting or teasing would be wrong even if the teacher didn't see them
What's wrong with
or
hitting
didn't have a rule. Whereas other things like, sitting in the circle in circle time.
Is there a rule at your school about sitting down while you eat your lunch?
Yes.
Would be okay if there was no rule about it.
Is that a rule the teacher could change?
Yes. If she says, okay, you could stand up, you could do that. You have to listen to the teacher.
So it's clear that the moral universe begins very early for young children.
Faye, who's hosting today, got this idea to start a play group. And all of our kids are out in the living room playing together, as they usually do, trying not to kill each other.
I'm finding the 3s a little bit easier. I'm Dana. Than the 2s because my son has no fear. We call him the Red Tornado.
Hey there, what's your name?
Alex.
And once he turned 3,
How old are you?
3.
I find that we're able to explain things to him easier.
What kind of things, like rules?
Rules. Oh yeah, rules.
Can you tell me what the rules are?
You're
nodding yes.
you ask him the rules of the house. He says no hitting, no pushing, no banging heads.
No heading, no pushing, no banging head,
Those are the rules. He knows.
No pushing, no hitting, and what's the other one?
no banging heads.
No banging heads.
Doesn't always follow them though.
Okay, Alex, do it gentle.
I mean, one of the things that we see is that young children can tell you that things are wrong, that it's wrong to hit because it hurts, wrong to take toys. At the same time, kids do take other kids' toys, they do hit each other, and you have to wonder, why is it if they know it's wrong, why are they doing this?
Well, because it feels good, right?
Yeah, it feels good because they got what they wanted. Some researchers have called that the happy victimizer effect.
So to hit another kid or to take another kid's toys feels good, but to have your toys taken by another kid feels bad. Is that sort of the basic information that a child uses to start forming their moral universe?
Right. The task of a young child's development is to be able to coordinate those two perspectives, that of the victim and that of the transgressor, and kind of weight it toward the way the victim feels.
So what we're really talking about is like a happy victimizer versus empathy.
Yeah.
Hello.
I would say that the absence of empathy is one of the characteristics of really young kids.
What's this?
It's a microphone.
My name is Gavin.
Gabby, make sure you don't have any yogurt on your fingers.
I am 2 years old.
You say to them, do you see how you don't like being teased, but then you teased your brother and see how it made him feel? You might as well be, speaking in Farsi to them. It's a little bit like they're a little bit like sociopaths.
Do you think that's overstating it?
I think so. I guess in a very general way that's true, but I think we are born with some very rudimentary sense of empathy hardwired in. People are very persuaded, for instance, by the primate evidence, that that's something that you see in other species.
But I do think that kids are born with different innate levels of empathy. I mean, when I happened to be going to school early one day, I'm never early, and they have an observation closet where you can watch the classroom, and I had not ever observed because I'm never early, so I went into the closet, and at that moment, I saw Jack tackle his best friend, drop behind a bookcase, the rest of the classroom gather round. Then I saw Jack stand up and just look down with this very startled, frightened look on his face. And then I saw his friend stand up with his lip bleeding. And I thought, I can't believe I'm watching this happen. The only time I've ever watched my son through the window at school, and I think he just gave someone a bloody lip. He was mortified by the whole thing. He was mortified, I think scared about his own actions. In some ways, I said to my sister, at that moment, I regretted that I didn't run in the classroom. And my sister said, the best thing you did was stay out of it.
Jack, and I'm 4.
Jack had to see the consequences of his own actions on his own terms.
Seeds in the dirt, grow, grow, grow. Seeds in the dirt, grow, grow, grow. Seeds in the dirt, grow, grow, grow. Help me with my garden. Sun in the sky, shine, shine, shine. Sun in the sky, shine, shine, shine. Sun in the sky, shine, shine, shine. Help me with my garden.
I love that song.
I love that song too. Thank you, Jack, and also Jack's parents, William and Tori Brangham. And thanks also to Dana, Missy, Elena, and Faye for letting us eavesdrop on their playgroup. And thanks also to our experts, Judy Smetana, professor of psychology at the University of Rochester, and to Larry Nucci, professor at the University of Illinois at Chicago.